Animal Kingdom is often considered by many to be a half-day park, and while I couldn't disagree more, I do understand where they are coming from. It may seem like you only need to spend a half day here, but sometimes looks can be deceiving, and Animal Kingdom actually has a lot more to offer than you may realize. Animal Kingdom has so many different overlooked things by people who only see the parks as rides and nothing more. And there are three main categories that I would like to cover to prove these people wrong. These are the rides, the food, and the entertainment, and we will of course be starting with the rides is really where the argument for Animal Kingdom only being a half-day park really shines, because unfortunately there's a severe lack of rides at Animal Kingdom. However, what they lack in quantity they make up for in quality. I mean, look no further than Expedition Everest. This ride has to be my favorite theming out of pretty much any roller coaster ever. Everything down to the queue is so meticulously crafted to be accurate to the culture over in Nepal and pay tribute to their folklore with the Yeti. This might also be my favorite queue in all of Disney World due to the sheer amount of detail put in every little section of the line. See what I mean about the quality being there even though the quantity isn't? You could ride this thing over and over again and still see new things every single time. The ride itself is also full of thrilling twists and turns. It goes forwards, backwards, inside, outside, and of course the Yeti, which is still terrifying to this day. It is truly a one-of-a-kind experience where the Imagineers absolutely spared no expense and went all out to make this a truly special ride. Well, maybe you're not into roller coasters. Well, look no further than Pandora, featuring two rides tied to the wildly popular Avatar movies. Flight of Passage is a screen-based 3D simulator ride that takes you all over the world of Pandora as you ride on a Banshee through many different scenes and locations from Avatar. Well, maybe you're not into screen-based rides and want something a little more relaxing. I present to you the Navi River Journey, which is an immersive boat ride that takes you on a river journey. This is one of the most visually stunning rides out there, and there's really nothing like it. It's so relaxing and the sound design is second to none. And who could forget literally the best animatronic ever? The only rival to the animatronic on Navi River would be the Yeti, which is conveniently also at Animal Kingdom. However, the Yeti is still broken and Disco Yeti remains. Alright, let's head over to Dinosaur, which is unfortunately closing soon, but at the time of this recording it's still up and running, so I would think it's fair game. Dinosaur is genuinely scary, unlike any ride out there. It doesn't rely on sudden drops like Tower of Terror or being high up on a mountain like Everest. It relies on actual horror, like jump scares and all. If there's one thing I hope the Indiana Jones ride that replaces Dinosaur keeps, it's the fear factor. Anyway, this is a deceptively thrilling ride. I mean, I guess this is considered a dark ride, but don't expect a Little Mermaid or anything like that. The dinosaurs seriously get up in your face like you would not believe. It's seriously a one-of-a-kind experience. I have fallen victim to the scares on this ride, and look at me absolutely horrified in this picture. Also, yes, I am a Bengals fan, unfortunately. Anyway, Dinosaur seriously tosses you around like crazy. It has twists and turns all over the place, and of course, one big final scare where the Carnotaurus lunges out at you. Don't be surprised when you see tons of kids crying in the gift shop afterwards. Now, there's one more traditional ride experience at Animal Kingdom, and that would be Kali River Rapids. Kali River Rapids is a traditional raft ride, and to be quite honest, there's nothing special about it. It's one of the shortest rides out there, and it's over before it even starts. This had the potential to be one of the best river raft rides out there, but it's just not, and I'm with the Animal Kingdom half-day truthers on this one. I'm really not a fan of this one. What I am a fan of is you hitting that subscribe button. It would really help the channel out, so please hit that sub button. Now, I wasn't sure what section I should include Kilimanjaro Safari in, either the rides or entertainment, but because this section is getting quite long, I'll save it for later. While it may not be Epcot, I would like to briefly touch on the food at Animal Kingdom. The food choices at Animal Kingdom are up there in terms of theme park food. You have your typical theme park food, of course, but there's more to offer at Animal Kingdom. You have Satuli Canteen, I think that's how you say it, where you can get hamburger pods, which is usually my go-to. There's also Flame Tree Barbecue, which you can smell from a mile away. There are some other good ones like Restaurantosaurus, but I'm not too personally familiar with those because I usually go to the same ones pretty much every time. Then you also have your typical sit-down options too, like Tusker House, which has great breakfast, but unfortunately pretty subpar lunch and dinner. Then there's Yak and Yeti, which I've never been to, but it sounds pretty good. I've been to the counter service version of it though, which is cool that they have. There's also Tiffin's, which looks absolutely delicious, and who could forget the classic Rainforest Cafe, which you can actually go to even if you don't have a ticket to the park. Now, the desserts and snack options are also delicious. I really like the blueberry cheesecake thing they have in Pandora. And they also have a Coke Icy at Drinkwalla in Asia that me and my brother pretty much get every single time we're there. There are way more options for Animal Kingdom when it comes to snacks and desserts, but I'm going mostly off of what I've personally experienced, and I will say that the food is pretty dang good. The entertainment at Animal Kingdom is some of my favorite in all of Orlando, starting with the Festival of the Lion King, which is honestly my favorite live show at Walt Disney World. It's such a spectacular show even if you aren't a show person. The way that performers interact with the audience and play their characters so well makes this unskippable. There's also a Nemo show, which is rather questionable, but if you like Nemo, it is there. But even as someone who does like Nemo, this is bottom of the barrel for Disney shows for me personally. Unfortunately, It's Tough to Be a Bug is closed permanently, but I'm sure the upcoming Zootopia show will be a worthy replacement, and it's opening very, very soon. Where this park really shines in terms of entertainment is the actors, characters, and musicians just walking around the park performing all kinds of different stuff. There are constantly people from different cultures singing or performing in their respective areas around the park like Africa and Asia. The energy around this park is so alive and the live performers really bring it together. They even have performers on boats going up and down the river, and I've seen a boat full of drummers, all on different drums, just drumming, just up and down the river. It was mesmerizing, it was awesome. Now this brings us to Kilimanjaro Safari, which is a one-of-a-kind safari ride where you see all kinds of animals. This is seriously a premium experience that lasts over 20 minutes, and you see all animals from around the African savanna. In case you were unaware, due to the sheer size of this ride, it actually makes Animal Kingdom the largest theme park in the world. Which actually kind of makes me sad to think that the biggest theme park in the world is often considered a half-day park. Other than that, there are plenty of walkthrough attractions where you can see animals, even just animals out and about, like the monkeys swinging around and stuff. And of course, who could forget Kevin? Rafiki's Planet Watch is an attraction focused on conservation and behind the scenes of how Disney takes care of their animals. There is also a petting zoo in there too, which is real nice. One of the coolest things about Animal Kingdom is the factor of exploration. You could seriously just be walking around this park doing absolutely nothing and you would still be having the time of your life, just because of how lively the entire park is. In terms of atmosphere, this is actually my favorite Disney park, and being here is just such a delight. Pandora is so visually appealing, especially at night. If you've never had the opportunity of seeing it at night, you need to make that a priority. Even during the day, Pandora is just so detailed, and I have no idea how those rocks are floating. The colors are just so vibrant and bright that I love being here. I love just looking at the park. I love seeing Everest from a distance over the water, and the villages are so authentic, you feel like you're in a completely different country. And of course, who could forget the Tree of Life, which is the centerpiece of the park. It is the park icon, and it is one of the best park icons out there. It is so visually appealing, and you can see it from anywhere in the park pretty much. Just being here is so immersive, even when you are doing absolutely nothing. How can this be a half-day park when I could spend the whole day here doing absolutely nothing and be as happy as could be? So that is why I'd say that Animal Kingdom deserves to have a full day in your Disney vacation. Do you really think everything I just listed could be done in half a day? I understand if you still don't think you need a full day, but that may change soon with the new Tropical America's Land coming up, and of course Indiana Jones, which I am not personally happy about, but I'm sure it'll have people excited to come to Animal Kingdom. There's also Zootopia, which is opening real soon, so I hope to experience that as soon as possible so I can share my thoughts on it. Anyway, that's all for today. Please be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. It really helps out the channel. Next up will be a similar video to this, but for Hollywood Studios, and be sure to tune in for that because my thoughts on Hollywood Studios are very mixed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.